Well, the place was full of blood. Cries and wails reached the air, and when the neighbors rushed in, they saw something that they will take years to digest. In what comes as a shocker, a father murdered his own daughters. Here's a report.
In what comes as appalling, a father butchered his own daughters in Tunganagar.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಯಾಕೋ ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ನೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಯಾಕೋ ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ನೆ ಅವನು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಯಾಕೋ ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕದವನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನು ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವೇ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಇವತ್ತೇನಾಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾಕೋ ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕದವನೋ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕತ್ತರಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ನೆ ಸರ್ ಏನು ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಳಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇತ್ತು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಳಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟೋ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಅವನು ಆಟೋ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ನಾನು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳು ಸಾಯಕ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಸಾಯಕ್ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಮಕ್ಳ ಜೊತೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಇವತ್ತೇನಾಯ್ತು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದವನು ನನ್ ಮಕ್ಳು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನ್ ಮಕ್ಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಸಾಯಿಸಿದವನು ನನಗೇನಕ್ಕೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನನಗೇನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ.
Truly, it can't get any worse. A mother sobbing over the death of her dear daughters will literally bring tears in your eyes. This man that you see on your screens is Ramesh, a father of 3 daughters. Ramesh worked as an auto driver. He had a family of 4, a wife and 3 daughters to take care of. Time 7 p.m. Last evening, when his wife was not at home, Ramesh did something that will send shivers down the spine. My colleague Deepak was at the spot, detailing everything.
We're standing here at the second cross in Tunganagar, and this area is witnessing an eerie silence because of the double murder that took place, a shocking murder where a father claimed the life of 2 of his daughters here. The incident took place at about 7 o'clock when Annapurnamma here, the owner of the house, heard loud noises coming from the first floor. That's when she rushed on top to see what's happening. When she went to the house, and if you could notice, she walked up the stairs, went to the house. She noticed him trying to lock the doors in a hurry. That's when she asked him what is exactly happening. He panicked, ran out of the house, didn't come here for half an hour. When she walked in, she found the 3 of the children lying in a pool of blood. 2 of them were killed by this father. Another daughter was severely injured. About half an hour after this, this man who ran out of this place came back. By this time the police had arrived, the neighbors had called in for the ambulance and also for help from the police as well. He came here amidst the people, sat down at that particular spot. He didn't know what to do. Probably the guilt of killing his own children overtook him. He came back after actually assaulting himself. He was severely bleeding in his head with a handkerchief tied on his head, came and sat here.
Yes, Ramesh hacked his own daughters. While 2 succumbed to injuries at the spot, the eldest is battling for life in a private hospital, while the corpses of the 2 girls have been sent to Victoria Hospital. Well, it is said that daughters are close to their fathers, while sons are closer to their mothers. But why would a father hack his own daughters to death? That too, most mercilessly. Prima facie, it is speculated that Ramesh did not have sufficient earnings to make ends meet. Moreover, he was in a lot of debt. Another point that is doing the rounds here is that Ramesh was upset that he did not have a son. Combined with this aspect is a school of thought that he had to spend a lot on the marriages of his daughters, which was too much for him to stomach. Ultimately, he took the extreme step of butchering his own daughters. But let's reiterate that these are all speculations, and only a fair probe will unearth the truth. But whatever the reason, it is heart-wrenching that he took the decision to axe his own daughters, that too at a time when his wife and their mother was absent. These visuals of the mother and the spot of murder sum it all. truly melancholic. Deepak Bopanna, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, according to Karnataka Energy Minister D.K. Shivkumar, there is no load shedding being carried out in Gulbarga. But one visit to the district and the first thing you will notice is how there are frequent power outages for hours together at a stretch. So then why is the Energy Minister lying?
Students studying in the dark, housewives sweating it out in the kitchens in absolute darkness. This is how the residents of Jambaga, Bhimalli and several other villages in Gulbarga have been living for the past few months. In fact, such scenes prevail in all households in 4,474 villages of the 6 districts that get its power supply from GESCOM. And while villages are being forced to live in complete darkness, scenes in the cities too are not that pretty. There is a minimum power outage of 2 to 4 hours in cities in the name of load shedding, and normal life is anything but normal here. But how could this be true? Sure, our energy minister would not have lied when he said that there is no load shedding being carried out in these districts. Then why is there no power? That is the exact question MLC Allam Prabhu posed to D.K. Shivakumar. And in reply, he got a letter that stated there was no reason for the districts to experience power cuts. We decided to probe further into the matter, and when we asked the MD of GESCOM, this is what she had to say.
ಇದು ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಲೋಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೂ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 1500 ಮೆಗಾವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಅನ್ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಡ್ ಲೋಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಡ್ ಲೋಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮದು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ 1000 ಇಂದ 1050 ಮೆಗಾವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬರೀ 680 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
These unofficial power cuts have spelt disaster for the villagers. The situation is so bad that villagers are unable to meet the demand of drinking water due to power shortage. But the energy minister can't seem to stop boasting about the fact that they are managing limited energy resources without even a single power cut. Or perhaps he need to hear what people of the region are about to say.
ಇಂಧನ ಸಚಿವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸದನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಬಹಳ ಅಜಗಜಾಂತರ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಂತೂ ಬೇರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗ ಅಂತ ಮಹಾನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 4-5 ಗಂಟೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅನಧಿಕೃತ ಲೋಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಾರ್ದೆ 4-5 ಗಂಟೆ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಜನರು ತೊಂದರೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು.
It would seem highly unlikely that a minister holding such an important portfolio is unaware of the reality of the state. Why then has he chosen to neglect the truth and resort to blatant lies? Why has the minister chosen to neglect the situation at hand and let villagers of over 4,000 villages suffer every day? Are you even bothered, Minister Sir? Sanjay, News 9, Gulbarga.